Meg Thee Stallion got a text from Tory Lanez literally hours after she was shot.
Harvey, while she was still in the hospital.
While she was still in the hospital. And he was profusely apologizing to her. And this is not a smoking gun, but it certainly seems relevant.
Yeah, the only thing that doesn't make it a smoking gun, and we have seen this text that she received, is that he doesn't mention a gun. He doesn't mention shooting, but man, is he begging for forgiveness in this text, which she got about 14 to 15 hours after the shooting on July 12th. Remember, this happened at 4 a.m. This is the video after police pulled over their SUV because they had gotten reports of shots fired. Meg is there walking backwards, bleeding clearly from her feet.
And having trouble walking.
Yes, and while she's sitting in the hospital getting treatment for her wounds, she gets the text from Tory, which said, "I know you're probably never going to talk to me again, but I genuinely want you to know I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart." So he's apologizing clearly for something. He says, "I was just too drunk."
So we know that she had said she got shot. She didn't say it initially, but when she got to the hospital, she did. And so she made it clear that she was shot, and then he apologizes. So again, you're right, he doesn't apologize for shooting. We do know that he was arrested, remember, for having the gun.
Yeah, because the police found the gun under the seat, the passenger seat where he was sitting, and he was arrested for concealed weapon. But then remember a few weeks ago, Megan, and I think it's fair to say there's frustration on the side of her team, wondering why he has not been charged for the shooting yet. The DA is still, as we reported, mulling over a charge against him for the shooting. But that's when Meg came out and just flat out said it. Tory's the one who shot me. She had waited several weeks before she would actually say it was him. But now she is alleging clearly that it is him. And you take all those things and add it to what he said in this text.
It feels like you're connecting the dots. We should play. This is her kind of laying it out there. This is what happened.
Yes, this Tory shot me. You shot me. And you got your publicists and your people going to these blogs lying. Stop lying.
Yeah, look, I mean, he doesn't say in the text about the shooting, but it's unclear what else he would apologize.
What is it that he regrets?
What else would he apologize for?
Well, and I think, guys, as far as the public, I mean, public has made up its mind in hey, this was him. Why haven't police charged him? Whatever. That's probably how Meg's team feels as well. At the core of this, though, we still have a police investigation that needs to submit some hard evidence and make sure that an arrest turns into actual charges. And to do so might be a little tough, because what we were told at first is Meg may have changed her story a couple times. At first said she cut her foot, and there were some other inconsistencies as this thing kind of unfolded. So police may have to kind of go back over all that, and that's what's taking so long.
I agree with you, Brad, that does complicate it. But also remember, in that when she went live on Instagram, Megan explained that, and it said, look, the reason she didn't name Tory initially and didn't want to, when the police pulled them over, say what had happened. This was in the weeks after George Floyd. Everyone was talking about Breonna Taylor. She felt like it would have been dangerous to tell police in a car filled with black people that there was a black man who had a gun. She was afraid of what would happen if herself or anybody else in the car would have been shot or killed that night. So you got to have some sympathy for what she was going through in the moment. I know she changed her story, and I know that complicates things for the authorities.
It's the overlay too of years of these stories coming out about black men being shot in vehicles. So, it's not like the point escaped her. I mean, it was top of mind, especially this summer. So I get it. Now, we are told that, and I found this interesting, that what they're looking at is assault with a deadly weapon. So you could, some people think, well, why isn't it attempted murder? There have been a lot of people asking that. And I don't know. I mean, I think a lot depends on, was he trying to shoot her? Was he shooting at the ground?
Right.
And missed, and I think that might be the complicating factor here. But
And that
again,
maybe that's right. And maybe they're just trying to figure out what the charge should be exactly.
Right.
Which charge they'd be able to make stick.
If any. I mean, we don't know that they're going to do it. And you
Right.
know, and look, I mean, these things, there are twists and turns in all of this. So we just don't know how this is going to come down. But it sure seems that she wants him charged.
Hi, my name is Nick Roski.
And I'm Patrick Milburn.
We're from Buffalo, New York. And the Tory Lanez apologizing, I don't think that she should accept his apology at all, because that's
being drunk with a deadly weapon. Like, there's no excuse. Still, I don't know.
It's like when someone cheats on one of their spouses and they say, "Oh, I was drunk." It's being drunk's not an excuse for that, especially with a deadly weapon like that type of action. It's just
I think being drunk makes marriage worse. Honestly,
yeah.
Really no excuse.
Yeah. Well,
I don't even know why, but we're going to send both of you guys a TMZ t-shirt.
we like A for presentation. A for presentation. I like the shot.
Very organized
competition. And by the way, to their point, it does not appear that she is offering any forgiveness. We're told she never responded to that text. And we know what she said when she went live on Instagram. She's pissed off at him. So